What's up, Marcus? Marcus, you just trying to start a ridiculous argument. I'll tell you this right now, Marcus. Did T.O. ever change the game? Now, if he changed the game, I'll shut up. You hear me, right? If he changed the game, I will shut up, Marcus. He did not change the game. Yeah, I mean, he made a bunch of catches and got some yardage for making a bunch of catches. I'm not saying he shouldn't have been in the Hall of Fame. He's in the Hall of Fame. That's not the point. A more complete wide receiver. You never got a chance to see Randy Moss do all the other things that he could do. The thing is that all the things that Randy Moss can do, T.O. can't do. T.O. was great in his element, dude, but you gone way too far, Marcus. T.O. could not take the top off the defense. He ain't finna fly down that field and change entire defensive sets, and they got 3 corners on them. They got nobody brings that kind of impact. T.O. was gonna get more catches and all these things because he ran up the middle. He ran mostly slants. He run more routes. That's what you do when you don't have no burner breakaway speed like that. T.O. was exceptional now. Don't get me wrong. But he wasn't Randy. He had some footwork, but not like Randy. He didn't have jumping. He had jumping ability, but not like Randy. He didn't have better hands than Randy. So now you got me way off track on what I was supposed to be in here to talk about. This is not going to be a long video. Now, let's get to it. Donovan McNabb. Oh, thanks for the Cash App donation, bro. Willie Dean. The Cash App is Carcino too, by the way. Now, the question was Donovan McNabb wrong for blaming T.O. for splitting up the Eagles? Was he wrong? First off, I think before I answer this, I must tell you Donovan McNabb is my cousin. He's from Eufaula, Alabama. The McNabb Davis family is connected. So Donovan McNabb is my cousin. He's from Dalton, Illinois, but still it's Illinois, still Chicago. Went to Mount Carmel. He wasn't that distant. My auntie went to his church, first church of Love and Faith. Donovan built a new church for him. They changed the name. No, he was very much aware. My other cousin played on the team. He was there for preseason. He's very much aware that we're cousins. He did what he could to keep my cousin on the team, which is his cousin too. Now, but we never got a chance to really sit down and just shoot the breeze and all of these different things about just being cousins and all that stuff. We talk football. But the thing of it is this: that has nothing to do. I just want you to know, just in case you're thinking there might be some type of a slight or bias or something on that line. I just wanted to be clear that that isn't the case. All right. Now that we know that, let's move forward. Donovan McNabb, was he wrong? Was he wrong in this instance about Terrell Owens? He's 100%, 100% factual. Terrell Owens split up the Philadelphia Eagles. Split that team to the bone. These are facts. These are facts, good people. I'm over here dizzy as Gillespie, but we're getting through it. Donovan McNabb should be in the Hall of Fame because he's the one quarterback who has won consistently, went to 5 straight NFC championship games. 5 straight. Winning one and going to the Super Bowl, the only year they ever gave him a wide receiver. He has had to succeed with less, more than any quarterback. Whenever there's a black quarterback, they always try to give them less. They finally give him a wide receiver only because San Francisco wanted to get rid of him so bad. They got Terrell Owens over there on the Eagles. They got him for cheap. Other than that, Donovan McNabb was winning with wide receivers. I mean, he had Hank Bassett on the damn team. Hank Bassett. Freddie Mitchell. He made these guys stars. He was the guy that invented throwing the ball to the running back. Dumping it off the Westbrook. How Donovan McNabb choked in the Super Bowl? How? That don't even make sense. How y'all gonna say T.O. dominated the Super Bowl, but the quarterback choked? Who the hell was throwing him the ball? Donovan McNabb got hurt in the Super Bowl. Somebody buried a helmet in his chest and drove him down into the ground. He ended up with a bruised sternum. So when he was throwing up, it's because he had a bruised sternum. Not because he's Willie beaming. Nobody's going to be out of shape in the Super Bowl. Meanwhile, T.O. didn't play none of the playoffs because he was hurt. The Eagles got to the championship game. They had to get to the Super Bowl. They lost one game all year. And the team was such a unit that even when T.O. wasn't playing, they were still winning. Then they went up against Tom Brady and the Patriots. What you expect? They got an all-star Hall of Fame defense. Now, was he right about T.O.? Absolutely. T.O. split the team up. He ruined that team. He forced some of the players to back him, and while the other players were backing Donovan. So he divided the team, and it was never the same in the offseason. Now, he's up for a contract renegotiation. Well, so he thought. He's already under contract. The team don't have to renegotiate or pay him anything. He wants to get a bonus. This is what he wants because of his net worth. Donovan got his money, and he asked Donovan to speak up for him so he can get his money. Donovan's like, look, I ain't getting involved in that. And the reason why Donovan wasn't getting involved with it because he didn't like T.O.'s attitude. Is that shocking? But he did it for Westbrook because Westbrook is his guy. He's been there for years. You've been there for 1 year. He's been there for years with Donovan. So Donovan knows him a little bit better than he knows you. So he would speak up for Westbrook. It made sense for him to do that. He was trying to be nice to say, I ain't finna speak up for your crazy butt and put myself on the line for you. No way. He was embarrassed. I mean, if you get beat up by the wide receiver and you the big defensive player, that don't make no sense. But T.O. is strong. And you ain't gonna just put your hands on nobody. And Hugh Douglas thought, and I mean, T.O. was in rehab. He was where he was supposed to be. Hugh Douglas wasn't where he was supposed to be. He gonna try to come in there and punk Terrell Owens. And he found out that was a mistake. He found out that was a mistake. T.O. was in a towel, manhandling him. He didn't know T.O. was that damn strong. Hugh Douglas was like, man, it's like the Matrix. Now, getting back to it. Now, here's the thing. T.O. blames Drew Rosenhaus's agent that made him put on the stunt. He talked about Donovan contract, talked about the ownership, did all he could to try to get out of Philadelphia so they would let him out his contract. So he didn't want a contract no more at this point. He's doing everything he can to get out of his deal. What you think that's going to show to all the other teams? It shows that you're a distraction and that you would just sabotage your entire team, throw them all under the bus. It ruined his image. It ruined his image. It ruined Terrell Owens' image because he did it himself. Because they don't see Drew Rosenhaus telling you to do it. They're seeing you do it. So when Donovan said he split the team up, and he's saying Drew told me to do that. Well, you did it. Just to get out the contract, but you split the team up. Because you got everybody revved up thinking ownership is bogus. Because other players on the team believe, like with T.O. on the team, we got a shot of winning this thing. We can come back next year and just win the whole thing. And they did, but going into it, when the way they lost T.O., some of the players is, man, it's bogus, man. He right, man. Donovan protecting and Westbrook, and now you got guys in there arguing. Now you got a divided team going out there to play. Same thing happened to Philly with the quarterback situation that they just had. Should we stick with the quarterback that won us our only Super Bowl? Why are we going to let him go? We going to let Foles go, and we going to stick with this guy. Half of the team is divided, thinking that Foles should be the guy. The other half thinking that they should go with Carson Wentz. Now, NFL players are very superstitious, more superstitious than baseball players. I'll tell you that right now. Them some superstitious mugs. And if they see something that's causing them to win, they going to stick with it. Then, check this out. Now, check this out. So I want you to hear this. Donovan was wrong for bringing it up the other day. T.O.'s in the Hall of Fame. Donovan is not. That probably don't sit too well with Donovan. And it shouldn't sit well with Donovan because he should be in the Hall of Fame, period. Now, besides that, Donovan had no reason to really bring it back up. You know, it's like, why? What is the point of bringing it up? We already know what was done in the past, but why are we going to bring this back up? Okay, y'all don't really like each other. That's cool. I mean, I just don't get the point of why he's bringing it up. Did T.O. split the team up? Yes. But should T.O. got in the Hall of Fame and you're still not in the Hall of Fame, that might be what this is about. And I'm Donovan's cousin. So if anybody was being biased, I would be biased. But that's my assessment of the situation. And see, y'all made me turn this into a 20-minute video. It's supposed to be 5 minutes. And y'all got me turning it into a 20-minute video. So anyway, don't forget to hit the Cash App up. Donate to your boy Carcino. Yeah, under the weather, if that's what you want to call it. I'm kind of that right now. I don't know what's going on. I don't care about him being no Sagittarius. Don't try to Sagittarius me. Like, yo, man, you into your Sagittarius, man. That don't mean nothing. This guy thinks Donovan McNabb is my cousin because he's from Chicago. Go watch the beginning of the video again and start all over. The boy's from Eufaula, Alabama, and he's a McNabb. Every McNabb is related to me, brother. And if you don't know, you don't know. Shouts out to Eufaula, Alabama, the McNabb O'Briens.